And welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Cibao FC 0, O&M FC 1, 1-2 on aggregate 2025 CONCACAF Caribbean Cup Semifinal Leg 2. O&M upsets Cibao. Cibao season? I guess not. O&M goes to the final to play Mount Pleasant. Cibao playing the third place against Defense Force, and Defense Force is cooked. Very likely so. Very likely so. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. We'll talk about the match. We'll talk about the semifinal results. We'll make this a double feature where we talk about the semifinal leg 2 that was played tonight. And then we'll talk about the semifinal results as a group, what the third place match is, what the final is, tell you how my predictions looked. We'll just do that as one video because this game was pretty boring in general. But Cibao FC 0, O&M FC 1. 1-2 global de la Copa Caribeña de la CONCACAF, semifinales partido vuelta. O&M avanzar de la final contra Mount Pleasant. Cibao avanzar 3 puesto partido contra Defense Force. O&M avanzar de la Copa Campeones de la CONCACAF. With that being said, halftime it was 0-0, 1-1 on aggregate, 0-0 esta noche, 1-1 global, medio tiempo. For me, I thought O&M was the better side. Or, no, it was even. Who am I kidding? It was an even game. Both sides were fighting each other, punching and prodding and pressing, and really it was like one of those UFC fights where they bounce around the octagon, throwing like little feint shots, waiting to try to throw the big punch. That's where we were. And that's what this game was. And frankly, did I like it? No, I didn't. Either team didn't want to screw up. Either team was playing so carefully where they did not screw up. Neither team wanted to screw up when it came to this game. And in the end, well, Cibao did screw up, but 67th minute, Gerard Francetti scores the goal. An absolute golazo. He says, somebody's got to do something. I'll do it. Takes a shot, top bins, dips in past Lloyd. Beautiful goal, 0-1, 1-2 on aggregate, 0-1 esta noche, 1-2 global. O&M líder de la serie, goal de Francetti, golazo, a beautiful goal by Francetti. That's the type of thing you want to see if you're an O&M fan. If you're a Cibao fan, you realize that this was going to be harder than it should have been at that point. And at the end, Cibao pushes, but they get saved. Lots of saves from Galbensu. Very good defensive play. In the end, they could not find an answer one bit at all for this game. And in the end, Cibao gets eliminated. They get upset. Now they got to go to the third place match just to play the Champions Cup. That is honestly something. I wouldn't say sad, but it's something. And for me, if you're Cibao, you got to do some soul searching because you're the team who almost beat Chivas at your own house to now choking against O&M. I know they know you better because they're your country mate, but other than that, CONCACAF's Caribbean Cup's gotten better. It's gotten very much tighter competitively because both teams, or each team, each side of the bracket, all these teams are more even. That's the good thing about this tournament. Each team is even. They're very good. They're all competitive, and that's what you want to see in this tournament. And again, the final shows that. Well, at least one half of the final shows that. But the fact Cavalier did not make the Final Four, the fact that Robin Hood did not make the Final Four, the fact that Cibao went down here, they still got to play a third place game, but the fact they went down here, you have to look at and say, this is a very good thing for Caribbean football. CONCACAF making these meaningful games is a very good thing for these smaller nations and smaller clubs. And it shows that this tournament was always meant to succeed. and it's very entertaining if you watch it, and it's a very good thing that we have this tournament. So, O&M advances. Full-time stats are as follows: 12 shots to 10, 1 shot on goal to 5, 53% possession to 47% possession, 334 passes to 304, 78% pass accuracy to 70% pass accuracy, 15 fouls to 10, 2 offside to 2, 2 yellow cards to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 6 corners to 5. For this game, in the end, I think O&M were the better team because they defended better, they scored more, they're going to the final. Yes, it was boring. Yes, it was a tight, hard-fought game, but nobody wanted to make the mistake, and Cibao made the mistake. That's pretty simple as you look at it, is that Cibao made the mistake. So, there you go. So now, let's recap the semifinals of this tournament and talk about it from there. Semifinal 1, Mount Pleasant FA 5, Defense Force FC 2, Mount Pleasant FA 5, Defense Force FC 2. I was right about this one. I had Mount Pleasant winning. They were the best team on points throughout the tournament. And they showed it, especially that first leg in Trinidad. Second leg, they knew they were through, and they were like, you know what, we're fine, we can have this. And they did. They just went through the motions, pulled the string, and moved on. But I was 1-0, 1-for-1 on my semifinal predictions. Semifinal 2, Cibao FC 1, O&M FC 2. Cibao FC 1, O&M FC 2. Again, I was wrong about this one. We've already been talking about it. An upset by O&M pushes Cibao to third place. I was wrong about this one. 1-for-2 on my semifinal predictions. 1-1 on my semifinal predictions. The third place game is Defense Force FC versus Cibao FC. Tres puesto partido, Defense Force FC contra Cibao FC. Final, Mount Pleasant FA versus O&M FC. Mount Pleasant FA contra O&M FC en la final de la Copa Caribeña de la CONCACAF. For me, I think we know how this is going to go, but we will not predict it until it's about to start. So I'm not giving you much thoughts, but I'm interested to see how these ties go down, if there's any upsets, or if the team you think's going to win wins. That's where I am with it. With that being said, there you go. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow for MLS match. Charlotte versus NYCFC. The only match tomorrow. The first game 3 of 4 that we cover in 5 this weekend. It's going to be nice. Sunday, of course, we'll have Cincinnati Columbus live, and then we'll have Miami Nashville live RSR. Sunday, we know we're going to have San Diego versus Portland live RSR, but if YouTube TV gets ESPN back by any miracle before Saturday night, I will make a stream on Saturday night for the Brazilian Grand Prix live and RSR there, because it'll be over way before the match. San Diego Portland will be on, so we'll be live for that as well if we can be. If not, it's just going to be MLS. 4 MLS streams that pop up, which that will happen tonight. The 4 MLS streams will pop up tonight on the channel, and the one on Rumble, the first one on Rumble. Formula 1, we'll play it by ear. With that being said, I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed the new studio. Get used to it, because we ain't going back. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations to O&M. Felicidades O&M. Commiserations to Cibao. You choked. I'm not going to say get out because it'd be a bit too loud. Either way, peace. See ya.